Hey y'all, my name is Jaylyn. I am a pre-nursing student and you're watching Life of an Aggie. So the Safe Refuge is a non-profit organization that I started back in April of 2023. Our mission is just to help and advocate for domestic violence victims, both men and women. And also we advocate and help with children in the foster care system, whether that be helping them find new homes, helping them get the essential items that they need, and just work with the system to make sure that these children are being treated with respect and the dignity that they deserve. So what mostly inspired me was my mom. My mom was a victim of domestic violence back in her marriage before I was born, but she talked a lot about it with me. And that really helped me started, but the foster care thing came from when I was working at the YMCA back where I live. There was a lot of children that I spoke with on the side, and they would always tell me, like, I want to be with my mom and dad. And I would ask them, like, where's your mom? They would be like, I'm not with my mom and dad right now. I'm with another family, and I just want to get back with my mom and dad. So that was around in high school, but I wanted to bring it to A&T, but I was kind of scared because this school was it's a large school with a lot of organizations. So I was thinking that, this organization is not going to work because there might be an organization out there that does the same thing that I do. So I put that on the back burner my freshman year. But over spring semester last year, I was like, I should bring this to A&T because this is something that I really want to do. And even if it's not really campus affiliated, I can still work with the community here in Greensboro. Yeah, the journey was definitely hard. So I had the idea in high school. Then spring semester, I talked to my friend David, and I was like, I really want to bring my organization to this campus. I didn't have a name or anything. I just had this idea that I wanted to do. And David told me, he was like, Jaylyn, if you really want to do it, go ahead. I have your full support. So that's when in April I talked to my mom. I was like, Mom, this is what I want to do. I think, I need a good name. And my mom actually came up with the name, the Safe Refuge, because I don't know what she did, but she was like, Jaylyn, I had a dream, and this is what the name that came in my dream, the Safe Refuge, and I feel like you can put that to good use within your organization. So then I was like, should this be a campus organization or not? And then I looked up the rules and regulations to be a campus-affiliated organization, and I was like, no. So I looked at the rules and everything to become campus-affiliated. I didn't really agree with the rules and regulations because in my mind, once I leave this university, this organization is coming with me. I didn't want to leave this organization in the hands of someone else, if that makes sense. The journey to get here was definitely hard because the next thing was to get members. No one knows me on campus, so I'm like, if I put this out here on Instagram, are people really going to join this organization? Are they still going to have the same advocacy and fight that I have for this organization? And surprisingly, when I put the application on my Instagram, over 150 people wanted to be a part of this organization, whether it was the students already here on campus and the incoming freshmen of ACAT 27. So when I got that, I was like, okay, how do I narrow it down to who's actually going to be a part of this? So with me, I'm a nice person, so with a giving heart, so with 150, I accepted about 80 people. I accepted 80 people to be a part of the organization. And with that 80, that was the start of the Safe Refuge. When we talk about core values, we talk about advocacy, we talk about community. The biggest one being advocacy, but definitely being a voice in the community. Well, being a voice in the community and a voice for the people, because back in my younger days, I was not always the person to be outspoken. I was always the bookworm. I never talked to anybody. I always said to myself. So it got to a point my senior year in high school, I was like, I see what's going on in the community, and I feel like this is something I can work with, and I can be a voice for the people, because it's a lot of stuff that goes behind closed doors that no one knows about. But with that being behind closed doors, what's it going to take for somebody to speak out and say, hey, this is wrong, this is what we should do about it? So that is something that I took up on. So day-to-day duties, that is definitely hard. Like I'm the president, secretary, treasurer. I am the community outreach chair. I am everything all in one. And and like y'all may be thinking, Jaylyn, you have a team, but it's some stuff that I know that needs to be done, and I'm just a perfectionist that it has to happen on my time, and that's something I need to work on. But going day to day, trying to do stuff for the organization, having a job on campus, being a student who's still maintaining all A's, is kind of hard because it's some stuff that I don't get to do with my friends and everything that I have to stay in my dorm and work on, reaching out to establishments, reaching out to who can we go out and help service in the community. What's our next project going to be? And that's definitely a challenge because then I find myself asking me, why am I doing this? Should I just give up right then and there? Because there has been times I'm like, I'm done with this. Like, this is not going to go in the way that I'm imagining. So I'm just ready to give up then and there. So it's definitely been hard, but I've been learning day to day that the startup of an organization is always a process, and I have to, really stick with what I know is going to be the best for me and long term. Because long term, I want to go into the pediatric ICU unit as being a nurse, and that is still a work in progress of what I do with the being a PICU nurse. But I want to take the Safe Refuge with me because once I move off campus, once I move out of this jurisdiction, the Safe Refuge, I see my nonprofit going like big and nationally, but right now we have to start like locally. But hope they answer the question.
Yeah.
So setbacks and failures. So there's been a lot of setbacks. How do I manage it? I definitely manage it like to myself, like if it's something going wrong, I don't tell nobody. I just keep it to myself because I feel like if I tell somebody, they're gonna make the situation worse in a sense. But with setbacks, I talk to my mom first. I'm like, Mom, what do I do? Like, I don't know what to do in this point. I feel like I just want to give up. And she's always like, Jay, you know what you came here to do. You know that this is going to work out in your favor. You just take this as a learning opportunity to pump the brakes, take a breath, and see where you messed up at. And that's always been my go-to and everything because like my mom is definitely my number one supporter and everything. Like y'all see the shirt, she made the shirt for me, and she has always been like my rock and everything because she knows when I have an idea that it's gonna go somewhere and it's gonna prosper, but I have to take my time with everything. So with setbacks, I just pump the brakes. I'll be like, where did things go wrong at, and how can I fix it to make it better? A.G.I.E has definitely shaped me in the best ways, cause even with myself coming in last year as a freshman, coming in last year as a freshman, seeing what A.G.I.E had to offer. I made a lot of friends, but then I lost a lot of friends, and it taught me to just put on my big girl pants and attack the world at its finest. Right now, my organization, A.G.I.E has taught me a lot, like about a support system, how to get a support system, how to make sure things go flawlessly, how to execute events, and just knowing that not everybody's going to support your vision. You have to be your number one big supporter in everything. So, like, A.G.I.E has molded me into the person that I am becoming, and I'm just very grateful for the opportunity that this university has been giving me. The one thing I would give advice wise is to never give up, because times will be hard where you feel like you can't achieve what you're trying to do, but like, this is your life, this is what you make it, so like you should never give up on your dreams because someone out there is watching that wants to be a part of what you are doing. So you have to stay strong and be like, no one can tell me nothing. This is what I need to do. This is what I want to achieve in life. So once you get that mindset through your head, you're gonna be unstoppable. So first off, shout out to the Safe Refuge. I just want to say thank you. Like, thank everybody for the opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity. Well, thank you, Monty, for the opportunity. Thank you to A&T for the opportunity that you have given me. This has been a pure happiness that I bring. Like, I just love being at this university because it has taught me the ups and downs. It has just taught me to be a resilient woman and just stand on my business about what I bring to the table and always be strong and confident and never let nobody see me down.